Okay, ask me, how are you?
How are you?
I'm feeling great. I'm looking forward to this podcast the whole week. Thank you for seeing me.
Wow, I feel so honored.
It creates such a great feeling bouncing back, right?
Yeah, because you are laying compliments onto that person.
Yes!
The energy is high.
Yes!
We're just figuring it out. Hello and welcome back to Figuring It Out. My name is Melody.
Aunty HR! Cracking the sound, but okay je lah.
Okay. As you can see, we have Aunty HR in our studio today.
Yes.
Actually, I want to ask questions that are more centered around things that most working adults will face. And those are questions that people will ask when they face like job interviews. Yeah, we typically don't really know what to do during job interviews. We're always so stressed out. I Google everything, but then I don't really know which one to trust. So I think the best...
Which is normal. It's very normal to get nervous.
But at the same time, we're not really sure what's right or wrong. So,
okay.
Yeah, so I think the best thing to do is actually get the answer directly from the source herself.
Yes.
Yeah, and she is probably the most credible person online for all of these answers.
Yes, 20 years in recruitment. Yes, ask lah what you want to ask.
Okay.
Silakan.
So I'll start off with more basic questions first, then we get down into the more nitty-gritty ones.
Can.
Okay, so the first question I actually have is, how do I actually prepare for a job interview when I have zero experience within that role? So like during that whole job interview process, I know I have zero experience, but I have a background within that job. Let's say I want to go into media. I studied media, but I don't have experience.
Or you don't study media, you want to go to media?
Wow,
a lot of people do that also. Like me, I'm in HR, but I studied engineering. But like all things, right, before you guys go for interview, it doesn't matter like you are fresh or not fresh, you always have to do your homework first. They shortlisted you to go for interview, which means they already take a look at your resume. They are interested in you.
Oh.
Right? So, yes, most of the time, that is how it's supposed to be. Recruiters out there, you're supposed to read the resume first before you call people to come into interview. But in order for that to happen, you would have looked at the job scope. And you would have said, like, this is something I want to apply. Then you click apply. Then they shortlist you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't say you don't know about it. You would know about it. And today is 2025. It's unlike 1985 when there was no internet, there was no AI.
Oh, that's true.
You guys can always do research. And with AI today, it is helping people so much faster and easier to obtain information. You can always chat with AI. Hey, tomorrow I'm going for this interview. I don't have experience. How would you suggest me to nail this interview? The AI will give you a lot of say tips one, okay?
No, I actually did that for my job interviews.
And they will give you things. Certain things, maybe you can adopt it. Maybe some things you don't feel is related. You don't have to pick everything, right? But preparation is key. Now, what if you get nervous during the interview?
I've actually experienced that multiple times. I'm so prepared. I have full documents of my research. Then I go in, I'm silent, I'm mute.
Then blank.
Yeah. Like how do I navigate that situation?
This is something I've learned when I was in PR. We call it bridging. Like when somebody talk to you about something that you are unfamiliar in, you try to bridge it, connect it back to what you are familiar in. When you are familiar with a subject, you are confident with a certain subject, then you will be able to elaborate it better.
Wait, could you give an example of that scenario?
You can ask me about something that I totally don't know. Then I will bring you back in. Okay, like for your example, if you want to be in media. But so ideally speaking, before the interview, you guys would have go study what is the job about, what is media about, or whatever. Now, we go back to how you conduct research first. Besides AI, one of the ways that I like to do it is talking to people who are experienced in the job. Ask around. talk to someone who has been in media before and ask for their opinion. Ask for the expert opinion. Hey, tomorrow I'm going for an interview. Since you are in the media line, what kind of tips you would give me? What would you think the boss is looking for if I'm applying for this kind of position?
So it's fully utilize the network you have.
Yes, yes. And if you do not know anybody within the industry, you can always connect with someone who is. So like LinkedIn is like a professional Facebook. It is
Yeah.
a very good place to connect with professionals. And people there are Miss and Mrs. Know-it-all. They like to share their knowledge.
So even if I don't know them, I can approach and
You
like,
can
text
always
them.
approach. You can always approach. This is not a dating app, okay? You don't approach.
no,
you don't approach someone like, "Hi, where are you from?"
Okay, but maybe
How
like
are
more
you?
professional
More
advice.
professional. So before you approach someone, you would also do a little bit homework of that person, right? That person probably is a prominent figure in media, and you probably have read a few of the person's posts, and they can say, "Hi, I've been following your posts. I find them very insightful. I just want to come and say hello and introduce myself." And then you just wait to see whether there's a response or not, because a lot of them also don't answer the DMs.
Oh.
But if somebody who does, like me, I'm for one who always answer my DM. I say, thank you for saying that. It means a lot. Then you can slowly worm in your question. I just want to ask. Then you continue the conversation. It's always helpful if you guys can build a progressive relationship.
So don't go with the question immediately.
I
You have to
would
build a
think
baseline
have to
first.
warm up a bit first lah.
I see.
Don't scare people away. Nanti
That's
people think you're
true.
too desperate.
That's not how you make friends also, right?
Yes. But you can always ask people around, people who know friends. Like, do you know somebody who is working media? You can introduce me. Build your cable, especially in Malaysia, right? It's a very cable society.
That's true.
So you build it. So after you conduct all those research, it will give you better confidence when you go for interview. Now, this is a trick that I like to use anywhere I go, including interviews. If you feel stuck, you need a moment to think.
Wait, exactly what you just did?
Yes. It will buy you that spare 5 seconds to think.
I see. And it's not an awkward movement also.
It's not an
very
awkward
natural.
moment. It's a very natural movement. Well, sometimes you like, can I take a drink first? People will sure say, can go ahead. But actually what you're doing are processing.
That's actually very smart, because the tips I read online, I was like, just pause. It won't be awkward if you don't think it's awkward.
Why pause? Just drink water je lah.
Yeah. Okay.
You
I'll
just
keep
grab
that
a
in
drink
mind.
and then when you drink, people will also won't interrupt you.
That's true, because it's a very natural
It's
human
a very,
habit.
yes, and then it will give you 5 seconds to think.
Yeah.
If you need more time, you just put down the mug slowly.
Okay, I'll try this next time.
It also works well in in meetings.
Really? Like how
Yeah.
so?
Like when somebody says something that you don't disagree with, you feel like slapping the fella. Before you open your mouth and say something that you regret later, drink and take a moment.
It gives you time to think before you speak.
It gives you a 5 seconds delay of your immediate reaction. How many times have you been through that? You hear something, then you like geram kan, then you say the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Okay, this happens very often for me, actually, because I'm a very direct person. So the moment I think, I just say.
Is it?
Yeah, so this is my problem, which actually has been pointed out by Jojo a lot. Like she always says, she's like, Melody, you need to think. You need to slow down.
Always.
Don't need soak up. And then I was like, okay. She's like, why are you angry? I was like, okay.
That is
no,
why
angry.
everywhere I go, you will see me holding a bottle or something.
Oh.
It can be a bottle of water, a bottle of 100 plus, anything.
Oh.
It's just to buy me time to
This is
think.
very smart.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be holding my bottles in every meeting.
Yes.
So I just want to know, what are the typical like interview questions that we should really, really be prepared for, that we know almost all HR reps will ask?
The most basic warm-up question will be, tell me about yourself.
Oh, I really don't like that question, because what are they actually trying to look for from the tell me
It's
about
just a
yourself?
warm-up question. It's not really try to dig your whatever.
Will they evaluate you based on that question alone?
From the moment you walk into the interview room, people is already evaluating you.
First impressions,
how you
right?
sit, how you talk, how you how you dress. People are already judging you. Of course, when you start to speak, when you're telling about yourself, people are evaluating and assessing you. Of course.
That's so stressful.
Why is it so stressful?
Because it's like
That is one of the most predictable question.
Oh.
So that is the one script you should remember.
How should we answer that in a more satisfactory
Very
manner?
simple. You can start with something simple. Hi, my name is Ling. I have a degree in engineering. However, I never practiced it. I pursued my career in HR. I have been in the workforce solutions for more than 20 years. I was also an appointed panelist in the industrial court representing employer, and I have a flair in training and public speaking. Nice to meet you.
That's very impressive.
Huh? It's just a summary of yourself.
Oh.
So normally for fresh grad, you might not have so many things. It's what we call an elevator pitch.
Oh, I know. I've heard of this. Like, imagine if you only had 1 minute to sell yourself.
If you go to an elevator on the ground floor and you go to the 10th floor and you meet somebody very important in your life and you want to pitch your business from the ground floor to the 10th floor is like maybe 20-second time. Okay? What is your pitch? An elevator pitch.
So it has to be concise,
Normally, you will start with
summarized.
a name, qualification, your working experience. Maybe you want to summarize how many years in what kind of industry and what job function you have. The whole point is, after that small little summary, people know what you are good at.
So in that small summary, they should already know.
They already know what you are good at and what you are going after. Now, you don't say things that are not what you are looking for. Can you imagine if I go there, hi, my name is Ling, I have a degree in engineering. I've never practiced engineering, but I'm in HR for more than 20 years. However, I want to do marketing now, but I don't have experience in it. I just want to come out and learn, which is fine. Then what people will think? People will think you want a marketing job. Correct?
Yeah.
So it has to all jive. That is when you go for a marketing role lah.
I see.
The story has to come together, but it's just an opening pitch. But more importantly, it's just something to warm you up.
Will you say that's also part of like the first impressions that you give
First
to the...
impressions, like, at least it's a simple question, right? And we all know it's a predictable question. So that is the one thing. When I remember when I was a fresh grad, that is that one paragraph I memorize everywhere I go.
Really?
That's one paragraph on it. Tell me about yourself.
Because it's such a simple question. Most people will just answer it like...
But most people will answer it very awkwardly.
Yeah.
But if you say it many times over and again, it will become very natural. One best way to practice interview, again, unlike during my time in year 2005, now 20 years later, you have handphone. Just record yourself.
And then watch back.
And watch back. It will be very cringe.
It is.
You will not like how you look. You will not like how you sound. But if you watch it enough, you will get used to it. Okay? I learned this from a guy called Vin.
Oh, I know. He's a public speaking specialist.
Yes. He said there is 3 ways to audit your speech, right? When you record yourself. First, you watch it without the voice. So you just have the video. So there is no voice. You mute the voice. So you will see your movement, your body language. So what is it telling? Then the next one, you don't look at it. You just listen to it. That is when you can capture your feelers. Your there. How you say it. Then you watch it with voice and the thing together, like how it combined together. So you do that kind of audit. Even for my own videos, I do that.
Oh,
like you see, I post a lot of my talking heads on my social
you
media,
do.
right? But before I post it out, I also do an audit. I want to see if my movements are okay. When I mute it, if somebody would have listened me on while they're driving on the radio like that, right? Will they be able to understand me?
That's actually a very, very smart tip. So is that how you are able to curate your sentences better? And like try to craft out your answers?
I will edit lah.
Oh.
But you will see, when I write on my LinkedIn, My grammar is very chantic because I use AI to correct my grammar. But when I talk live, it's all koyak rabak my grammar. But what I do, I correct my grammar in the subtitles.
Oh, that's actually what we do here also. Like our editor will say like, it's okay if you have bad grammar verbally, but you have to have good grammar in the
Yes,
subtitles.
we just correct it on the subtitle only, which is fine. Because a lot of people today, they consume social media, right? They don't on the sound. They just read the subtitle.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm one of those people.
You're one of those. But today we're not talking about content creation. We're talking about interview, right? So that is what I was saying. The best way you can practice is also look at yourself. I don't have to like practice like whole 20 minutes kind of interview. Just record that elevator pitch. Tell me about yourself. Write a script. Just read it over and over again until you get
I
it.
see. So if you start with a bang or like a very, very good pitch at the beginning, you leave a lasting impression.
Then you will have confidence. More importantly, it builds up your confidence to carry on with the interview.
So more momentum.
Yes. Even when I go out nowadays, when I go on stage, when I speak, all the line that I will practice over and over again is always the opening.
Oh.
When the opening is correct, it will be able to continue. But can you imagine? When your opening is already crumbling.
No, this has happened to me before also.
Everything will just tunggang terbalik after that. So it's very important to start at the right note. So I always emphasize practicing the beginning.
That's actually a very, very good tip because when I first started this podcast, I have this problem a lot. And my boss will always try to hype me up and cheer me up so I don't get too nervous. Then when I start with a bang, then it's a lot easier for me to continue.
All easier. So practice. Practice makes better. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. So practice.
Okay. Then what about when interviewers ask you questions that you actually don't know how to answer?
Just say you don't know lah.
You are able, like they won't think that you are not qualified, or let's say they won't think you are unprepared.
Can you imagine you pretend you know, then you start work, then you don't know? Isn't that worse?
That is true.
If don't know something, don't have to fake it. Just don't know lah. I'm not very familiar with the subject. But you can always put in other stuff like, but I'm willing to learn.
Does that phrase actually help? Like,
It helps if you're really willing to learn. But however, I always say, when you guys go for interview, please don't tell people I am here to learn as a priority. You have to understand, we hire you to work. We are not a tuition center. If you want to learn, you go back to college to learn. Willing to learn and I'm here to learn is different things, right? I know a lot of fresh graduate, their intention is to prioritize learning, yes, right? But we don't say it like that.
Then how can
I
we
would
phrase
want
it?
to contribute to the company while I can enhance my learning. It have to be a by the way thing. Your
it's an
priority is always there to contribute
to
the company.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Yourself
add
is just a
value.
by the way thing.
Yeah, that's what they always say. Like, you're here to help us generate revenue.
Yes, and make the company successful. That is what we are here. But if there is a gap, then you say, I don't mind learning. I'm able to put in the hours to learn, because at the end, I think the knowledge is also mine to stay, to keep.
Wow, that's actually very, very nicely phrased.
Yeah, it's nicely phrased, but we don't make it the spotlight.
I see.
But at the same time, we also want people to know, we understand, we have the self-realization there is a gap, and we have the willingness to go and fix it.
Will they appreciate this kind of honesty?
I would.
Oh, that is very good.
I don't like people go turning around the bush. Some people, you ask them something, they're pushing. Because in future, when you work with someone, most likely the behavior is going to be the same.
Oh, so how you
If they
evaluate
cock
them?
up something, then suddenly I don't know, because of this, because I did not get training, because nobody come and teach me, because somebody screw up, I have to pick up something. There are like 1,001 excuses, right?
Oh.
And no accountability and no self-realization. Do I want to manage somebody like that? No, thank you. It's okay.
It'll be more work for you.
Next candidate, please.
Oh, so the way they answer questions also matter.
Of course. The way you answer it also matters. I sometimes like to ask more personalized questions.
Can you give an example?
Like, for example, if I know you are a single mother,
Oh.
because it's important for me to know
Oh.
what is your support system like. Because if there's an urgent project happening and your kid is sick, I don't want to be the bitch of the century, you know.
Yeah.
I
okay,
want to
understand.
get the expectations laid down up front. Is there somebody who will take care of it, or you really have to take emergency leave? What is the arrangement like? Because I think understanding the background of somebody is also very important. I give you an example. This is one of my favorite examples I use. We once interviewed a person. We asked her, is there something that we need to know about you? And she said this: I am very good at my job. I am very a responsible person. However, there is something I cannot control. I have period pain every month. It's something that is out of my control. I will MC minimum 2 days per month.
Oh, it's like really bad kind of period.
It's really, really bad. I have been, my whole life, I've been through that one time. So I don't understand. I cannot imagine how painful it is someone to go through
every month.
Every month. I understand. I have personal friends who tell me the same. When they have period pain, right, they cannot get out of bed. So it must be very painful. But for her, she's upfront about it.
Oh.
We hired her. But and then of course the 2 days MC every month did come. But it was expected.
I see. So
Because
set an
she prepared
expectation
us for set the expectation up front. I think it's very important. Now, will it reduce your chance of getting a job? Yes. Of course, yes. Not all bosses are that open-minded.
Or that understanding also.
Or that kind of understanding. My question is, would you want to work with a boss like that?
No,
Also,
of course
no.
not. So it's easier for you to find an environment that suits you.
Yeah, it might be harder to secure a job, but you will be able to secure a job that you want.
Wow. Okay.
So take your time and be upfront about it. Another one, people also like to ask me, Auntie, what if I'm pregnant?
yeah, I've read that actually employers don't prefer pregnant women or
Yes.
women who just got married, because they know that they'll get pregnant soon and have to take maternity leave and be away from their job for quite some time.
Yes.
So there's
yes.
a lot of slack to pick up in that sense for the company.
The discrimination law in this country, honestly, is weak. There is no law that says that you cannot ask this question. You cannot ask this question. You can ask this question and don't get into trouble.
Why is
The moment I find out that you're pregnant, I don't give you an offer letter. There is no consequences to it. Like
but that's quite unfair.
It's unfair. Yes, it's unfair. But can you imagine you working a boss that actually mind?
Oh, that's actually worse.
Even that worse for you?
Yeah, that is worse.
At least you know what, this is a shitty boss, you know. So I don't want to join your company in the first place.
Oh.
I think it's important. I think that is important. In the other way round, like for me, when I interview a candidate, right, I also be very upfront about the job. In our line of business in recruitment, it's a very stressful environment. And these are all this true story. I've seen people without gastric issue come in get gastric.
How?
People who have no headache issue come in get migraine. Because it's so stressful. The job is so stressful itself. So it's to that level of stress, I will ask the fellow, can you manage it or not?
What if in that situation they thought that they can, but when they came in, actually they cannot? Like for example,
that one is cannot be avoided, right? So you sudah kena tipu kan? In recruitment, there are a lot of things that we do. That is being upfront that this is not a bed of roses is one of it. There are also other ways to evaluate. Like for example, we do reference check. Like we call up the previous employer to see how is your behavior, how was your attitude, and how is your performance is at. Right? That is also one way to do it. That is something I cannot avoid. Like if the person decide to lie to me and she's a very good liar, very good actress, then I have to mengaku kalah kan. I cannot con.
that's true.
I cannot scam.
Just a small fault.
It's not a small fault, but sometimes I think it's not entirely the fella's fault. Maybe she really is one. But the working environment is so bad, so terrible that become cannot.
I see. What if it's flipped the other way around? The interviewee is the one that gonna con, because there are some situations we are interviewing for that company. We visited that company. Seems like a pretty nice environment. Everyone's smiling. They're so friendly. The interview went really well. Okay, we go in 1 month in.
Actually, it's a PUA boss lah.
Oh. Then how are we able to spot these red flags as an interviewee?
It's the same way the other way around. Reference check is not only that employer can conduct on the employee. It doesn't stop you to doing a reference check on your employer, ma.
How do we do that?
You talk to people who worked with this person before.
Oh.
I've done it so many times. When I was being headhunted, I talked to people who has worked with this boss before. Hey, the other day, this company came and looked for me. I know you've been working there. How was it like?
I see.
You can also talk to other people, one ma. It's the same thing, right?
It goes both ways.
Like you want to go eat at that restaurant. Then you've never been there. Then you will ask Sarah, have you tried that restaurant? Is the food nice? Is the service nice?
Oh, that's true. That's true. We'll check the Google reviews too.
Yeah, you check
like
the Google reviews too.
Glassdoor.
Glassdoor. Yes, Glassdoor is also a very good one. Glassdoor.
Why? What's wrong with
Now,
Glassdoor?
Glassdoor, they have a policy. The policy is they will not delete comments.
Oh, isn't that good?
It's good. So
For the interviewees.
So if it's nasty comment, it's not allowed to delete.
But even though it's been years, maybe they changed already.
Yeah, that is why you also have to see the timestamp of
I
the comment.
see.
And in some companies, I also like to research on a company using Glassdoor. If you see like 3 years ago, the comment are shit, then in recent year, it got better. I think it's a positive sign.
I see. It means they're willing to improve and change.
Just like the other day, off topic a bit, I was Googling about restaurant to eat at Dunkirk, you know. Then I saw this review of this restaurant. The review started very, very good. Then as time goes by, the review became very bad.
That happens. I've seen this before.
So normally we will say that, maybe change owner, change the chef. That's why now not nice.
Yeah. Then avoid.
I think it's the same thing when it comes to jobs.
Job hunting.
When you go read reviews, I think it's the same.
I see. So it goes both ways.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Then what are the biggest mistakes that you've seen interviewees typically make during an interview?
Unprepared for it.
But I thought it's kind of like a protocol.
No lah.
Like you are supposed to.
I have seen interviewees, people go for interview, they ask, can you tell me about the job? I was like, what the flying fish?
Really?
Wouldn't you read about what you're supposed to come here to do?
The JD is there.
JD is there. That's exactly right. If you want to ask something, you also need to know how to ask the right question. Ask smart question. Make sure your questions are specific. Okay? Like for example, you're going for a finance position, right? Okay, I would like to ask, I know I'm in charge of AP and AR. What kind of system do you use in your company?
Oh, means they
Something
know.
very specific that might not be posted in the JD. Or you want to go manage, how big is the team? How many people will I be managing? Those kind of nitty-gritty details might not be on the JD itself. Actually, there is one question I learned from this FBI negotiator.
Wow.
Called Chris Voss. He said there is this one critical question you should always ask during an interview. How can I be guaranteed to be involved in the company's critical projects so I can contribute to the company?
That's a very good question.
Like what do I need to be over? I don't know how he said it. He said it very nicely, Chris Voss. But it is something like, how can I be guaranteed that I will be able to participate in company's critical projects that are significant to the company in contribution, something like that. Like you are asking ahead, like I want to do it for the company. How can I be involved in it? What do I need to do to get there?
Or even if you haven't been confirmed, if you listen to this question, it's really
Very strategic,
yeah,
right?
It's very,
Huh? Like you are so enthusiastic, right? And I first also follow another girl. I learned all this trick from social media, okay? Even me interviewing people for so many years. Honestly, I don't have a lot of experience being interviewed.
because there's multiple departments in HR, is it?
Not multiple department in HR. I have always been headhunted.
So you are the interviewee.
Very rare. I very rare go for interviewee. Every time I get hired, I've been marked. People persuade me to come to join the company. It's more like I interview the boss.
Wow.
I have been privileged like that, but I have a lot of experience on the other side of the table as an interviewer, as a hiring manager.
I see.
The other end, I have a lot. So right now, I'm learning all these things from interviewee point of view from social media. There was this girl I was following. I was just watching her video last night. She said something very interesting, He says like, don't ask how are you. When people say how are you, she said don't answer I'm fine, thank you. It's like a conversation killer.
Yeah.
Huh? She gave a very good answer. People say, okay, ask me how are you.
How are you?
I'm feeling great. I'm looking forward to this podcast the whole week. Thank you for seeing me.
Wow. I feel so honored.
It creates such a great feeling bouncing back, right?
Yeah, because you are laying compliments onto that person.
Yes.
The energy is high.
Yes. And the enthusiasm, everything is rolling out.
Yeah.
And it's like you are really looking forward to join this company like that. You have the excitement that want to come.
So it's like if they ask like, how are you? I'm feeling great, thank you. I've been looking forward to this interview for the whole week. I've been trying my best to prep it. So I'm quite excited.
I'm a bit nervous. I hope I'm going to do a great job today.
That's actually very
Yes.
good impression
Yes.
actually. Rather than I'm fine, thank you. It's just,
Yes. That's a nice one, right?
Yeah, start off
Throw
with a
us,
high.
yesterday click follow. I saw that video.
very good advice. Okay.
What else you have for me?
What about after the interview? Sometimes after the interview, it's a bit cold for like around a week. Do we send up like follow-up questions, or right after the interview, we say like, thank you so much for your time, stuff
Actually,
like that?
before you
Does it
end the
help?
interview, it's always okay to ask, is it okay for me? How long do you think I should follow up with you? Is it okay to follow up with you 2 weeks later? So again, you set the expectations up front.
I see.
So
we don't,
normally the
surprise
interviewer
them.
have a few respond. They would if they feel that you are not ngam for it, they will straight away say, I'm so sorry, I don't think you're suitable for a job, which is I think is also good. They give you closure.
Yeah.
Most of the time the interviewer say, yeah, it's fine. You can just follow up with HR 2 weeks later like that. They will direct you to follow up with someone, or they will say it's okay, you can follow up with us 2 weeks later. Or we will update you, whatever it is. But at least you set the expectations right, how you want to follow up after this.
I see. So we don't surprise them.
Not to say not surprise them. I think just to set expectations.
I see.
So it's going to be expected, right? Then, of course, you really feel like it. Right after the interview, you want to send a thank you email to say for the time. But I always say that when you guys want to send all these email, don't do generic comments. The purpose you want to send a thank you email, besides to display manners, you also want to create an impression that people want to remember you.
How would you do it?
Right? You have to recall something that they said that is specific.
So it reminds them of the conversation.
It reminds them of the conversation. And it's probably something unique to your conversation.
I see.
Like, thank you for your time today, for interviewing me. What you said about the company culture truly resonated with me. I would love to work in a company that celebrates winners.
That's actually very good, because it also...
I look forward for the following step, or look forward to join your company if I've been given the opportunity. You just pinpoint to something that is specific to the interview. And it's always okay to take notes.
During the interview?
Yeah.
So I can bring in like my notes.
You can bring in your notes. You can always say that I'm a note taker. I hope you don't mind. Most people don't mind.
I see.
Like during interview, I always take notes because I already old. I cannot remember everything.
Oh, okay. Because I get worried, like, what if they think that I'm not paying attention? So during online interviews,
But
I'll
of
be
course, like, you don't
typing.
look at the book all the time.
Okay, we need to have balance.
Yes. I think it's always okay to bring notes and write notes. I think it's fine. It's also show that you are some person who, on the other hand, it will show that you pay attention. That you want to remember things, right?
I'm taking
That's
the
why you.
initiative to do it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Understand. Then what if we don't get the job, but I want to know why? Is it okay if I just ask for feedback?
Yes. Of course, you can ask.
Oh,
Uh,
has that like?
If they ghost you, then you know this is not a company I want to join to begin with.
Oh, these are the signs.
Huh? Yeah.
So just take the sign as
I mean,
is.
you already follow up, right? That people don't reply you and keep ghosting you, right? You already show that fella no manners.
True. Yeah, because this has happened to me also. Then I was like, wait, it's been so long.
There was one time, I argued with my boss,
Oh.
So angry the same night I updated my resume and I sent my resume out. No response, okay? Zilch! No even an acknowledgement they received my resume.
Damn.
So it's okay lah. It's not a company I want to join to begin
Not
with.
good culture.
The recruitment process also so screwed.
It's like the first impression of the company is already gone.
Yes, but I can understand why. Because I know I'm probably the resume number 1,000 that came in. They cannot respond to anybody. But I was thinking, such a big company, at least I have an automated response.
Right? Because this, like, I've been in that situation before. So like, it's a big MNC. And after the 2 to 3 rounds of interviewing, I would expect at least a follow up, like you have been rejected or something.
Yes!
But there's nothing.
No,
Like,
nothing, right?
Wouldn't you have the manpower or like the system to at least do something about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
that's
imagine
why.
how messy that company is? No need to join.
And it's a big one too. Okay, then what are like examples of the best job interview that you've personally experienced?
That's a good one, huh? Great conversations. I don't know leh, because I'm also a very good conversationalist. So normally my interview also long. So how long is long enough?
Oh, is there a cutoff time?
There's no cut-off time because sometimes you talk to someone, there is chemistry, right? You can talk to someone for hours.
That's
Correct?
true.
And sometimes you don't have chemistry, you will just chop it. But does it mean that a 20 minutes interview is not a productive interview? Also, no. It can be just something, I just need to know this. You can do the job, then you are hired.
Oh.
I don't really have like extraordinary kind of interview experience, no.
I see. But that also means that time does, like, the length of the interview doesn't dictate whether you are good or capable,
But I
is it?
always appreciate honesty.
Oh.
Like there was one time I interviewed this person. She was very upfront about her mental wellness.
Like how?
She is under medication. She is seeing a psychiatrist. She told me she has suffered from depression before and she is still on medication. But she ensured me that she will be able to handle the job. Actually, she also MC quite often.
But she set the expectation up front.
She never told me about the MC part.
Oh, okay.
But I understand.
I see.
But for me, when I hire, right, I'm very clear. I'm not very time-bound kind of person. For me, we set clear, smart goals. You finish your job, I'm okay with it. Although she takes sick leave a bit more often compared to others, but she finishes her job on time.
Oh,
That's why I tak carut there.
I see.
For me, when she tell me about her mental illness, that she suffered from severe depression and that she went to seek help, I find that brave. A lot of employers will find it a taboo. But I think for someone to bring it up, I find it courageous.
That's true, because it's not something that most people want to share about.
That she's open to talk about it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I also have another one. She never mentioned anything. We only found out later. She has depression issue and on medication.
Did that only happen when she started working or?
No, all the while she is. She just didn't tell us about it, but we found out later. But for me, it's not a big thing lah, because the job that she's doing is not very stressful kind of thing. But we need to be careful not to stress them too much about it. Unless they are ready for it.
I see. So it helps with you preparing for their career.
Yes, I always appreciate transparency.
But how honest can we be? Because there's always a saying, sometimes honesty isn't the best policy. Like being too honest can be a problem as well.
If you're being too honest, like sometimes we say we are very direct, but actually we are just rude. I think no lah, but I think if it's critical information, we should be honest about it. Again, we want to be able to find a boss that is able to accept us for who we are.
Well,
we don't want to go back home at night and have sleepless nights and wonder when we were going to be found out.
Oh, that's actually more scary because it feels like you're hiding a part of
Yeah,
yourself.
we don't want that kind of guilt to carry us around, I think we just should be transparent about it. Will it make it harder for me to find a job? Yes.
But it's easier for you to find
on
a
the
suitable
long
job.
run, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine you find a job that you weren't transparent about with your issues?
Yes.
And then it happens throughout
And
the
it
whole
happened, it would
work.
be worse, right?
Yeah.
I always say that. Can you imagine if it happened during the job? Do you think you will have a peaceful life? No.
Okay, then what about...
Yes, I was not pausing. I was genuinely thirsty.
Okay. Then what about one of like the worst interviewees or worst interview process you've ever seen? Like, what are the characteristics or traits that they displayed throughout the interview?
Like they think I owe them a job.
Huh? But
really? God.
you shouldn't go into the job interview expecting that this job will be yours.
There are people like that. Oh. Sometimes I scared also when they bring their parents along.
Huh? What do you mean?
God lah!
Why would they? This is your job, ma. Why you bring your parents?
Overprotective?
Is the parents insist to be there, is it?
To sit in, no lah. Not to that extent lah.
Oh.
Not to that extent lah.
I see.
But I do sometimes. There was one time I did have it. We introduced this person. And then after that, the parents called and said that, why did you ask my daughter this question? I was like, what?
I feel like this is too much. Because this is supposed to be
If your
between
daughter
you.
had a problem, shouldn't she tell me on the spot?
Yeah. This is between you and her.
Yeah. Why are you getting involved, mister? Was she hired? No.
I mean, I understand because like
I understand. They might feel that their daughter is being bullied, right?
Yeah.
But can you imagine in future when I hired this person and work, if I toing there a bit like that, then the father start calling me, then no need lah. I don't need that kind of drama. I'm busy enough already,
This is not school.
That was that one time.
Okay. So the key is to not bring your parents to the interview. Understand.
Not to say not to bring your parents. Parents should stay out of it. Sometimes you want your children to be independent, right? Let them handle the thing.
I see. It's okay to make mistakes also.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct. That is correct. I think interviews wise is okay lah. I don't know. I've interviewed so many people in my life.
You cannot count already, is it?
Cannot count. Because in a recruitment agency, we have an interview target.
Wow.
We have.
Is that
It's part of our
KPI?
KPI. Yes.
Oh.
One day, we have to interview 8 to 10 people. If we
Wow.
are in bulk recruitment, it can go up to 20 per day. That's when we do group interviews. Can you imagine I'm in the business for 20 years? I've interviewed so many people.
This is crazy.
Yes.
There's so many people. Your
Yes.
calendar must be stacked back to back.
Yes. And it's part of the job. The more people you see, the higher chances it is you can find the client, the right candidate.
I see.
It's a
That's
very nice job actually, but it's
Wow.
very stressful.
It does sound stressful.
Yeah, lah, because human is complex, ma. They are
That's
not
true.
products. When we are promoting a candidate, the candidate talk back.
Yeah, they are not easily
Yes,
controlled.
yes,
I
yes,
see.
yes.
Okay, then what about for people who have applied to many jobs, they've gone through multiple interviews, but they still cannot get a single job? What exactly can they improve from there?
Have to see. If you tell me people are able to go for multiple interviews, which means their resume got no issue. But after go for multiple interviews still cannot get job, then the interview is the issue.
Oh, so sometimes even if I have a really solid resume, if my interview isn't great, then I will be rejected. Because
Yes.
I always thought that
I've been
it's
rejected before.
Oh.
Yes.
But
Okay.
you're so like amazing. 20 years.
Not really. Not really. So I also get nervous. I've been rejected before too, but
Oh.
I think it's okay lah. That's part of parcel of right? Just try again lah. Try again. What also helps, you can practice in front of someone. On the camera is also something that you can practice with, right? The question would be, when you look back at yourself, will you hire yourself?
Wow, that's a very profound question.
When you interview yourself, when you look at your own resume, will you hire yourself? I always tell all my followers that you look at it lah. Look at your own resume. You will hire yourself or not? Half the time they will tell me no. Why?
Because it's not appealing enough.
You're not appealing enough. There's no
interesting.
specialization.
Yeah.
You don't describe your job well.
Exactly.
I understand not everybody is very articulate with how they want to represent themselves. Then practice. For me, it's always okay. Get AI to write a script. Get ChatGPT to write you a script. Just read it over and over again. Just read it. Don't have to memorize it.
Oh.
Just read it repeatedly. You read it. Because certain words will start engaging in your head.
The keywords will stick.
Yeah, the keywords will stick. Just read it. It's okay. I've done it so many times. Just read it.
Okay. Then this is actually one question from our audience. Previously they submitted. So if I keep on changing careers and jobs but I still perform, what is the recruiter's perspective? The fact that I job hop too many times, but I will perform.
I think it's okay. That's a new generation
Really?
thing. To me, it's a new generation
I've seen so
thing.
many videos online. They say like, oh, you shouldn't job hop too much. They think you're not loyal to the company.
Which is true.
Yeah, it is. And then
My only advice is, you hop so many times, you will come to one point, people will not want you anymore.
why?
Because it's a trend, ma. Your resume is a chala. So let's say I look at your resume. Your resume record, you work in each company for not more than 2 years. When I interview you that time, what is most likely predictable about your tenure here? It will be not more than 2 years, right?
I see.
So the question is, am I able to accept to have you for 2 years? I happy enough already.
I see. So it's up to you and the company
Up
to
to
decide.
the company to decide. Some
I
company
see.
also very desperate, they will take. That is also a question mark.
Yeah, because like
But for me, it's okay. But you have to define what is job hop. In today's context, if you can stay in a company for more than 3 years, it's fine.
so that's not considered job hopping.
For me, it's not lah. Nowadays, when we see resume, we can see you can stick in a company for 3 years and you move is understandable. Unlike during my time, you have to be in a company for, even you stay for 5 years, we think you job hopping.
That's crazy.
You see, for Gen Z, right? 5 years, crazy.
I don't even go to uni for 5 years.
You see? It's very different from our generation mindset. So for today, 3 years is okay.
Oh.
So it's okay lah. For me,
then
it's okay
no wonder
lah.
they think we job hop too much because 3 years is significantly shorter compared to 5. This is really crazy. Like
Yeah, and when you see people who are there for 11, 12 years, automatically, they want dinosaur like furniture.
yeah, how do they stay there for so long? This is something I always
You see? So I think it's fine. Why people job hop for a lot of reason. Okay, one of the main reason is salary increment, which
yeah.
is true. When you hop from one company to another, you most likely will get between 15 to 25% of your increment. Compare if you stay in the same company. If you're lucky, they will follow the current Malaysian rate, which is 4 to 5% only.
wow. That's very low.
You see, right? You job one time, you get 3 to 5 times you stay in the company.
Then it makes sense why they want to job hop.
Yeah, they want to job hop because I always feel that when you hop, it's not without a price. When you guys go to a new company, it's risk.
Oh,
You are there to adapt to a new culture all over again. From
That's
being a
true.
confirmed employee, you become a probationer again.
oh,
It
that's
comes
stressful.
with the risk. It's not something new. However, if you job hop like a rabbit on caffeine like that, then at one point people will not take you in anymore.
I see. Because like one thing my boss always says is like, I train you for so long, then you hop. It's like I wasted the time training you.
That is the PUA boss lah. Make you feel guilty, kan? Gaslight. You have to understand why you hire me in the first place. I need to train me because I inexperienced, right? Because I is cheap labor.
Yeah, true.
Not
Fresh
like
grads are
not like
cheap
you
labor.
really want to train me because you didn't buy my experience.
Because I got no experience.
No experience, ma.
Yeah.
That normally those are SME bosses.
I see. Note taken. Okay. I've already asked all of the questions that I've really wanted to ask, but usually at the end of my podcast, there's this segment where if you have one takeaway for all of our audiences, what would that one takeaway be?
If there is one advice I want to give to all of you to go far in your career, I understand for the younger generation, you guys want to try different things to find your life,
Yeah.
to find your purpose. But at one point of your career, you need to decide to choose a specialization.
Wow.
You need to specialize in something and stick to it and be fucking good at it. That is the one that is going to make you expensive.
I see.
Even when you are 50, 60 years old, you will be able to find a job because you are a subject matter expert.
I see.
Don't be a jack of all trades.
Wow.
That is my advice. I can understand you all right now are trying different things, trying to find your footing. But at one point of a career, you have to stop it and pick something and be good at it.
What is that one point? When?
It doesn't matter when, but you have to pick it at somehow.
Oh.
The sooner you decide on it, then the more time you have to enhance it, right? And train yourself to be
That's
that
true.
one subject matter expert. You want to be expensive, you need to be an expert in something. Similar like you go to a GP and to a specialist.
I see.
A GP will check you from top to bottom,
Mm.
right? A specialist probably got an ENT, probably just going to check one part of your body only here.
Mm.
But who are you paying 500 ringgit for? The specialist. Because they specialize on something, they go deep to the problem and they zoom down to the problem.
Wow, but SMEs don't typically allow for us to specialize because they're so low on manpower.
No, you will be able to specialize. Even in SMEs, right, they specialize in the industry.
Oh, but us as an employee?
You can specialize in something. Like let's say you are in finance. Then you just specialize in finance lah.
I see.
Right? You don't suddenly you do finance, then I do procurement, then I do sales.
That's a bit too much.
Then it's a bit everywhere, right?
Yeah.
3 years I do finance, 3 years I do HR, 3 years I do sales.
Then you only know basic.
Then what are you? What are you really?
Yeah. I cannot pinpoint my career.
You cannot. Then you'll be like Barbie, like there. What am I made for?
That's a very good line. Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Okay,
Cool.
I will try. Okay. I think that's all the questions that I have for today. Thank you so much, Aunty HR, for being on.
Thank you for
figuring it
having
out.
me in figuring it out. I also figuring it out at 48.
There's no timeline to being figured out, so it's okay. Yeah. So don't forget to follow both of our Instagram at professionalbimbo and
Yes.
at figuringit_out.pod. Okay, with that said, we've come to the end of the episode. See you next week. Bye.
Bye!